Welcome to Connecticut Trial Firm, Lessons from the Animal Kingdom. I'm Papa Taco, aka Marshall Patrick Garza. We are going to talk about migration of birds and how we can apply some of the things they do to our everyday lives and how we can use those tools to move forward as a team. Specifically, you've all seen this in the sky at some point, regardless if you live here in New England or in the South where I'm from. 57 years. I've been in New England for 3 now. Anyway, as a child, I always wondered why birds flew in the patterns. And 20 years ago, on the way to a staff meeting, I Googled it. And I learned that there's a purpose, there's physics involved, and it's all about getting where you need to go in an organized, less stressful manner. In terms of migration, sometimes when you go out, when it's that time of year, you'll see clusters of birds or flocks or whatever you want to call them, literally tens of thousands of them in just huge clusters in the sky, sweeping through the sky in waves. Typically, those are the birds that do not migrate, and what they are doing, according to science, is trying to get away from predators. And it only takes one bird to turn its head to the left or the right, and they all follow. And it's kind of like a symphony if you've ever sat back and watched it happen. And then you have migratory birds, Canadian geese, pelicans. And those are the ones that you're more familiar with that will fly like this. And there's a purpose. First of all, the lead is not chosen by the other birds. He just happens to stumble there when they get ready to take off, and it's like, oh my God, I'm in charge, right? Well, the pattern is designed, and the purpose of it is they all have a straight shot to see forward, first of all. They're not behind one another where they're blind. And then they all depend on each other's flight with what they call an upwave, which helps them all fly faster. And the ones in the rear get more rest because of the ones in the front. The other birds in the group are constantly in motion, paying attention to the ones in front of them. If they find or see or feel, or whatever birds do, that the one in front of them gets tired, they will move to the front position. And at the end of the day, it's called teamwork. For example, a Canadian geese can fly 1,500 miles in 24 hours. And that means if a goose leaves here today, he can be in Key Largo this time tomorrow, sitting on the beaches of South Florida. I found it kind of magical, beautiful, that the simplest creatures on this planet are smarter than human beings on so many levels. And as a result of what I've learned, I found that besides the fact that it's intentional, there's a purpose behind everything they do when they decide to leave the colder temperatures of New England to go south. Primarily it's for food and for nesting, for them to have their young. But because of birds, military strategists use the same kind of tactic in deploying airplanes and ships for their military. So that is our installation of our first Lessons from the Animal Kingdom here at Connecticut Trial Firm. Look forward to talking to you again soon.